The city of Toronto needs to start putting its money where its mouth is when it comes to snow removal because I am so tired of having the same conversation every single year and nothing changes. We should seriously be demanding compensation for disabled people because this is absolutely ridiculous at this point. And I understand that this is not Olivia Chow's fault. She didn't sign the contract. John Tory signed the multi-year snow removal contract with the private company that does it and is doing a horrible job. But as the mayor now, Olivia Chow needs to do something about this. It is not okay to treat disabled people like second-class citizens in this city. They pay the same taxes as everybody else. They require the same services as everybody else and should be able to receive the same services as everybody else. Because the sidewalks are not clear, there are many disabled people who have been trapped in their homes since Sunday, and that is absolutely unacceptable. They aren't able to go and get groceries. They aren't able to go to their jobs. They aren't able to function. And nobody seems to really care. Everybody, including the news, because I'm going to link a video and you can hear how they talk about it, they're like, oh yeah, this is a problem and we should do better, but that's what they say every year and nothing changes. When we have a snow day, everybody is understanding of that. We are told not to leave the house if we don't have to. Employers are generally like okay with people not being able to make it into work. Everyone is generally understanding for that one day. But the day after that, everybody expects things to get back to business, back to normal, except there are disabled people who cannot leave their houses because our snow removal is so horrible. Disabled people should not be expected to use their vacation time, their sick time, or just not get paid at all because they can't get to their jobs because sidewalks are not made accessible. Disabled people shouldn't have to worry about making rent this month because it keeps snowing and the city keeps failing at its duty to clear things like sidewalks, so then they can't go to work. And then, because it also takes so long, a lot of this turns into ice. So even when the plows come through, it's just an icy pit underneath and it's still dangerous and it's still not passable. If the city didn't clear the roads for days on end and nobody could go to work for almost a week after a snowstorm, there would be mutiny, outrage in the streets. So why don't we have the same energy for the sidewalks and the other people who need to use those sidewalks and disabled people who don't have a choice at all? This is also one of the many reasons why employers don't want to hire disabled people because every winter it's the same issue. And then if they're trapped in their houses for days on end and can't go to work, then what does the employer do? So employers see disabled people as unreliable because the city fails at its job. Money is clearly the thing that makes the world go round. So then money needs to be the solution to this problem. If the private company that is contracted will not do its job properly, they should be fined, and that money should go to compensate disabled people for their loss of earnings because they can't leave their house. The city has admitted that they are getting thousands and thousands of service calls every day for mostly sidewalks. That is unacceptable. At this point, talk is cheap. And since your words seem to mean nothing and it changes nothing, then you need to start compensating disabled people for the inconvenience because you refuse to do your job and you refuse to solve the incompetency.